So I went to go watch the Sonic 2 movie, or the Sonic movie 2 yesterday on the 1st of April, an entire week before it officially dropped in the US. I have no idea why it dropped so early in Europe or other places that aren't the US. I don't really understand the reasoning behind it, but I don't know how the box office or cinema works, so it's whatever. Anyway, I watched it on the 1st of April. Well, half of it anyway. I planned to meet up with a friend in a certain cinema at 5:35, but the buses decided to act the Mickey that day, so I ended up missing exactly half the movie. Half of the entire movie. Half. I missed half of a movie I paid tickets for. Paid $18 to watch half a movie. But it was my fault for not properly looking into how the buses in that area functioned. Or at least that's what I like to tell myself. Anyway, I should start talking about the 50% of the movie I watched. You know, the one I paid full price for. The big question for Sonic fans wanting to watch this movie is this movie worth the hype? Is it actually as hype as the Sonic movie advertising team is making it out to be? And the answer is surprisingly, yes. I'm forever going to be salty that I was only able to watch the second half of the movie during my first time watching it, but by Jove was it a good second half. The second movie really puts an emphasis on the three Sonic characters, Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, whereas I feel the first movie kind of revolved around Tom and Maddie. I've actually had a crush on the actor for Maddie since the first movie, and she's even more beautiful in the second one. She makes 4D look good. She looks good. But yeah, the first movie was more Tom and Maddie, and the second movie was more about our Sonic heroes. But I'm just trying to think before I speak so I don't spoil anything. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't have much to say because I only watched the first half of the movie. But despite that, I could tell the second half was the most eventful segment. Okay, I'll start by talking about Knuckles. Initially, I was a bit worried about Knuckles' representation in the movie. I wasn't convinced that Idris Elba was the right pick for Knuckles. But now that I've watched the movie, or at least half of it, I want to apologize. Idris Elba fucking killed it as Knuckles. He did such a fantastic job. He managed to make Knuckles so intimidating but wholesome at the same time. In recent media like the games or the Sonic Boom TV series in particular, Knuckles has always been seen as some goofy, stupid comic relief character. And I absolutely hate that. Not including the comics though, I don't really keep up with the comics, so I don't know what he's like in those. But in the second Sonic movie, they nailed what Knuckles was during his debut, or at least what I feel he was meant to be or how he was meant to be perceived. He's not stupid in the movie, he's not an idiot. He's just gullible and misunderstood. He's not shy, but he doesn't have great social skills and is unfamiliar with human culture and the concept of leisure, which, as you can guess, leads to very wholesome moments and dialogue near the end of the movie when they all make up. That's not really a spoiler, right? That Knuckles joins Sonic and Tails? Yeah, I mean, that's obvious. I will say though, the moment Robotnik betrays Knuckles had my heart in pieces. I thought you were my friend. Knuckles, no, my darling. Oh man, let me not even forget the action scenes. Way better than in the first movie. The first movie mainly consisted of Sonic running away and spin dashing occasionally, but in the second movie, whew, Sonic's a fighter in this movie. Sonic's a fighter. I really feel they were testing the waters with the first movie, and with the second movie they were comfortable to go all out to please us Sonic fans. But they weren't too obnoxious about it, if that makes sense. Like, if you're a Sonic fan watching the second movie, you're gonna love all the references and the nods to the games, and trust me, there's a lot of them. But even if you're not that big of a fan and you're simply watching the second movie because you enjoyed the first, you're still gonna enjoy this movie. Especially since there's a lot less cringe in the second movie. Unless all the cringe was stuffed into the first half, because again, I missed the first half of the movie. Colleen did a great job as Tails, as per usual. Some of her lines were a bit awkward, I can't really explain it. Some of them didn't feel natural. It's kinda like she thought she was providing lines for a video game rather than a movie. I think it's just a matter of settling into cinema or movie mode when it comes to voice acting. But regardless, she did a great job. And also, I couldn't really soak in her performance as much as Idris's and Ben's because Tails isn't as present in the second half of the movie as he was in the first half, I assume. And that's all I really have to say about the second movie without spoiling too much. I would have probably had more shit to say if, again, I hadn't missed the first half of the movie, but it is what it is. At least I have an excuse to go watch it again. But as a Sonic fan, I really enjoyed this movie, and I'm really looking forward to the third one. Oh man, the third movie is about to go crazy, especially after that post-credit scene. God, I want to talk about it so much, but I can't, but it's cool anyway. Thanks for listening.